Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back and welcome to my tutorial on how to build a slant roof. This is going to be a little bit different, a little more challenging. Now, you also need a little bit taller building for this, because of the way the roof is going to be on the inside. So I've made my building a little taller than the last one. And so we're going to see how this goes for us. But what we need to do first is get a baseline going in here. So we got to go down here. Like so. Okay, now we're going to take a set of stairs. And then boom. And then of course we're going to remove this. There we go. Now this has to go and that has to go. Wrong block. And of course this will end up going too. Now it doesn't matter really which color you pick for, your roof shingles. I'm just doing something just more visual, easier to see type of thing. It's something that'll stand out more. It's going to end up going. It's easier to do it this way, just chopping away at it. Just so it doesn't mess you up, and then you fiddle faddle and you're like, oh, I'm so frustrated type of thing. So it is really actually easier to do it this way, because then you know exactly where you're going. See, this is where, if you're not paying attention, boom, you're going the wrong spot, right? Oh, that's got to go. So we drew that in the wrong spot. It actually has to go here, right? So boom, 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 like so. Okay. Go down again. Our next row is going to go here. And we're going to have to get underneath, because we need a backer to stick the things onto. What I mentioned too in my first how-to video on roofs, on doing a standard roof, is that you have to have these beams here. Otherwise you end up with a roof that leaks, which you really don't want to have. Okay, so chop down again. Our next row is going to start there. And again here. So now we got to build our base so that we go here. Whoop. Okay. Now some of you may find this is a little bit excessive as far as you know, you got to build this whole big square thing just to figure things out, but you know, it is easier to do it this way, even though it is a little longer process. Okay. It doesn't take much to remove all this either, so. Oh, I took that one out. Okay, so we'll go down here. Now to get this one in here, just simply do this. And you're done there. And you can repunch. Okay, so this is what our inside of our roof is going to look like, and our place now. I mean, this is something you could turn into using for like a storage shed when it ends up being this short in the end, you know. Or, you know, you could actually close this off in here. This is just where I opened it up, you know. Open it up here. That's your back entrance. You know, you could even throw windows up in there too to put light in and stuff. Now, as far as this top end goes, you want to finish that off. You know, slabs make a nice finisher. You could use slabs for that. You know, and then it gives a kind of a point there. But that's kind of like, oh, I don't know. You know, it's how does it really look? You know, or your other alternative, of course. Do that. Now with the slabs too, you can go around this way and make yourself like a little awning type thing. Go the full length of the building if you want. There you go. So, and then from here you can start, you know, punching out for windows, that sort of thing. And bazinga. Now, for a roof that ends up like this, to have it actually really look good, how tall we made this building, you'd realistically have to make it better than twice the height, realistically, you know, just so that proportionally looks right. I mean, this is just a slice, really. I mean, if you're building like a really long building, you know, and it's tall up, you know, kind of like my big condo complex type of thing, I mean, then you start shaving it down into something like, you know, like this with a slant roof, then that's actually going to look a lot better, you know. I mean, this would look better with different tiles, obviously, or different stairs for tiles, or shingles. But I just, you know, this visually you get to see, you know, and differentiate the colors, that sort of thing. Some people would actually do white with birch or whatever. I mean, it just depends on what you want to create, right? things are different. Nothing has to follow a specific code in life, you know, for color combinations, you know. But it's something different. It's something to try, you know. And anyway, there you go. So that's our little tutorial on building a slant roof. Now I will be doing a larger scale building using an actual slant roof, so you can see that it does actually look pretty cool, you know. On a big building, on something this small, it kind of looks a little funky, you know. But certainly on a large scale building, it's gonna look really good, and it'll get all this here off the ground for clearance type of thing, you know. But I mentioned in the standard roof video, these blocks here, they need to stay, because you can start actually seeing daylight pierce through there, you know. So the roofs do leak. I had a leaky roof during a rainstorm, and I'm like, because I wanted all this out of here, because that's a lot of bulk, right, you know, when you think about it. But the problem is, water comes in, not necessarily a good thing, you know what I mean. But oh, I popped one out. But anyways, that right there, that just created a pile of space, you know, just by taking those out. But unfortunately, we don't have weather stripping in this game, so you gotta kind of deal with what you got, right? So, but I think it looks cool doing it as a half or building like that, you know. It makes for like a nice little, not a place for anybody to live in, but if you look at the villagers on your pre-spawn village, they have houses that are kind of weird and funky looking, and they're just a meeting place, right, where people walk around. There's like a little table and chair in there or something, you know. And that's basically what this style would be like in a building this size. Now, twice the size, 2 to 3 times longer, you know. And when I mean by size, I mean height wise, you know. Then you're talking something, you know, that's going to actually look good, you know, compared to this, which kind of looks a little strange, you know what I mean. But it's, the idea is here is to show you how to build a slant roof, you know. Building pointed peaky roofs, I mean, even when I did this one over here, you know, I changed the top in the middle here. Now this is actually something that kind of makes it look like a flat roof in a way, right? But if we take this out and we just add this in, whoops, we'll just seal it from there. That actually looks better, right? So, and you could still have the different color in there and just cap it off at the ends like this, you know, and that looks fine. You know, that looks more like more of a realistic roof. Especially the further away you get, you know, it actually does look more better. You know what I mean? But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this little tutorial on building a slant roof. Gives you some ideas to work with, anyways, and you know, and even in a small one like this, you know, a little bit of a finishing touch of an awning out where your door is, you know, that actually, you know, gives it a neat look. And at the same time, hey, you can stand under here when it's raining and not get wet. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.